Pete here with the Small Business Resource Center and PeteGustis.com. This is April 13th, approximately 9 a.m. I'm going to give you an update in this video about global stats and information for the coronavirus, United States stats and information. I also have information on investing and cruises. Then I will cover basically the National Institute of Health survey that they're doing. If you ever saw the movie I Am Legend, this is similar to that, minus all the crazy zombies going around. And then I'm going to cover some information about a doctor who is very intelligent, an MIT graduate, and what he says is good for prevention for not just the coronavirus, but basically for boosting your immune system. Okay, today we have 1,860,000 confirmed cases worldwide, and that's 114,000 deaths. So when you're looking at the chart here, it looks like it's going up pretty quickly. When you're looking at it logarithmically, of course, you can see it actually was going up. And then when news started coming out and people started quarantining, it was flatlining, and now it's going up a little bit. But keep in mind, it's spread into different areas, so that's why you have that. When you're looking at daily cases, it actually peaked, and now it seems to be going down. When you're looking at the United States, of course, we had 557,000 total confirmed cases. And when people look at that number compared to other states, they're a little shocked. But keep in mind, the United States is a lot larger than a lot of these other countries. So if you're looking at a small country and our population, of course, we could be expected to have more cases. And if you're looking at the confirmed cases, of course, it seems like it's going up to confirm the cases. And we had a similar curve. It flatlined, and now it seems to be going up a little bit, and it seems to be actually curving and getting flatter. So we have a similar curve, and it looks like it appears to be going down. We might have a little spike today. Who knows what's going to happen exactly? One of the things that was mentioned at some of the press releases that people have been asking about is, are we actually going to be going back to work May 1st? So Trump had said in the press briefs that it's too early to tell, and they're expecting to make a decision hopefully in a couple weeks. But there is a certain case that we actually might have to extend this. Of course, the other news about that is the government's already planning for a second set of fiscal stimulus just in case they do have to extend this. So keep that in mind. Almost everywhere in your state, you should be able to apply for unemployment. There's all the other things that you could apply for, the $10,000 economic injury disaster loan. There's also the Paycheck Protection Program, and there's programs for larger businesses. So I'm going to have the information about those below. The information here from the CDC also piggybacks on investments and stocks that I've been talking about in my other videos, if you saw it. A lot of people are investing, and I'm not saying now's not a good time to invest, but you really have to do some research, because on April 9th, the CDC noted that they want to extend cruise ships from being able to enter ports for 100 days. Keep in mind, 100 days goes well beyond the 30 days to slow the spread. One other thing that I wanted to share with you, as far as if you already have a cruise set up and it's in the next 100 days or the next 20 days, and information people are asking about, why has my cruise not contacted me and canceled? You got to keep in mind, if the cruise ships, all of them all of a sudden contacted every person and said, your cruise is canceled, their stock is going to probably really go to zero, because everybody's going to freak out. And who would be investing in a stock if everybody's getting a refund for the next 100 days? Of course, that'll hurt them. You should contact your cruise company, just to let you know, if you're on any of them or similar type of vacations, because what I found, I actually have a cruise scheduled, is they're offering us a credit that can be used at a later time, and that credit is actually for more than I paid. So I think I was told it was 125%, which is not too bad if they're going to offer 125% credit for the future. And that's if it gets canceled. So this could get reduced. The 100 days could get reduced, or it could get increased. Who knows what's going to happen exactly? More than likely, you should be able to get some type of credit. And of course, the cruise companies don't want everyone panicking. They would rather have people book in advance at discounted rates that they might have and then offer them a credit rather than having people cancel or everybody pull their money out. And then, of course, that would cause more financial problems for them. So that would just want to explain why you probably haven't heard anything. They're not going to contact all their people and have everybody try to pull their money out. They're probably hopeful that this is going to get reduced, the 100 days. I want to keep in mind this can actually be reduced. It can actually be increased. But that's part of the reason when I did discuss investings and options, a lot of people have gotten real excited about purchasing stocks. Some of these cruise companies cannot last more than 45 days, more than 90 days without income. So when you're having 100 days and not being able to operate, this obviously could cause some to go into bankruptcy. One of them in particular, Carnival Cruise Line, since they're not expecting to be able to get any money, they've been asking for some type of stimulus money or to take advantage of some of the programs that American companies are allowed to take advantage of. But keep in mind what I said in the other video. These companies have all set their base of operation in other countries that have given them tax benefits, so they don't have to pay U.S. taxes in particular, and also they don't have to deal with the regulations for labor laws in America. So this is backfiring on them now. And with the CDC information, they basically could be, some of them could go out of business or be bankrupt. I think none of them would be completely, I would have to say, never come back. What could happen is they could actually file for bankruptcy, go out of business. Somebody could purchase their assets and bring the company back. But as far as if you own stock in some of these companies and that actually happens, that could still go to zero. Even if somebody purchases the company, they're probably, the plan's probably not going to be to reinstitute your stock. They'll probably just start a new company with all the ships. They may even have some type of agreement where they could use the name. But if that happens, that could leave your investment to zero. And if you're investing now, like I predicted, your investment could go down. Does that mean eventually it may not come up? No, yeah, it could and more than likely will. But right now may not be the best time to invest for most investors, because keep in mind, the 15 days to slow the spread went to 30. The 30, is it going to end? Nobody's sure. A lot of people are pushing for it to be extended. And of course, they're putting 100 days on this publication with the CDC for cruise ships. So along with that mandate, the cruise ships basically are told they have to bring all their people back to port. The CDC and our government doesn't want them just leaving all the employees at a port in the United States when they're not citizens of our country. So they're again, from a business point of view, increased costs, reduced income, the value of the stock would go down. Okay, the National Institute of Health basically has begun a study to quantify undetected cases of the coronavirus. A lot of people, probably mostly men who have gotten or may have gotten the coronavirus, they basically probably didn't go to the hospital because of the fact that this seems very mild. If you don't get sick and you have a natural immunity or natural antibodies, you're probably not going to go to the hospital. And basically the government is doing a test similar to like I Am Legend. They're looking for natural antibodies, and this is an at-home test, keep in mind. So if you want to take advantage of this, a link will be in the description as always. If you know anybody who thinks might have had it or will find this valuable, share this with them, because you could help a lot of people by sharing this information. But there's an email address you can email here. The full article will be here, and there's an identifier. Also, the next link that I'll have is for the clinical trials, and they actually have a lot of different ones that you can research. I'm not going to look at them all, but that link will be here. And then this is the the actual link for this, where they're asking for people to do at-home testing. So they're going to send you a kit. Basically, you do a finger prick, send the information back, and they're going to screen you to see if you had COVID-19 and if you have any natural antibodies. And if you do, that could help a lot of people. So keep that in mind. If you got the time and you think you'd be a participant for this, you could help a lot of people with this. And lastly, there's a doctor here. His name is Dr. Shiva. He seems like he's extremely intelligent. I'm going to let you know, I'm not going to play this video, but the link will be in the description, some information about him. But what he basically says is hydrochloroquine, vitamin A, D, and C are actually great vitamins. They help boost your immunity. And he suggests anyone who feels that they could be at risk take those vitamins, because he says if you build up your immunity through health, actually it makes you extremely resistant to not just the coronavirus, but a lot of different things, and viruses in particular. This video is 32 minutes. The link will be in the description if you want to watch the video. What Dr. Shiva also has is a video on his own YouTube channel, which I'll have a link to, which explains this also and some other details, and that's a 16-minute video, and I'll have the link there. One of the things, if you're asking about Dr. Shiva, I would recommend doing a little research in is who he is, because you always want to ask, well, where am I getting my news from? My name's Pete Gustis. Hi, how you doing? You're getting your news from me if you're watching this. But what he basically is he is running for Senate. So if you're in Massachusetts, excuse me, I'm going to have a link for this, but he basically is trying to get on the ballot to be a senator. And what he's doing is he is going to mail you a ballot so you can put them on. And basically, he believes in truth, freedom, and health. He wants to encourage people to be healthier, to basically make your life better, rather than focusing on giving people drugs and all this other kind of stuff. And if you don't know who he is, he's inventor of email. He has 4 degrees at MIT, and he's started many successful high-tech companies. So this is a doctor with 4 degrees, extremely intelligent. So if you know anybody that's in Massachusetts, send them this video so they can research this. And I am going to do that video on how to remove those pop-ups. It's coming today. I'm getting pop-ups like crazy. I'm sure a lot of you guys do, and they're very annoying. But Pete Gustis here with the smallbusinessresourcecenter.com. If you found this helpful, smash the like button. If you know anybody who could use this information, share it with them. Have a great day.